News headlines.
Entertainment.
Sports.
It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
11 minutes after the top of the hour. Yes, indeed, the front page about to get ready to go down. Bringing it Tat, putting it down for Maria Moore. What's happening?
Good morning, Roxy. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat, and here are your headlines for today. A report from scientists from the Intergovernmental Panel in Climate Change said on Monday that when it comes to climate change, we need to act now because time is quickly running out. Humanity is on thin ice, and that ice is melting fast, said United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres. Our world needs climate action on all fronts, everything, everywhere, all at once. The report went on to say, if things don't change soon, we are at risk of species extinction, irreversible melting of ice sheets, even more extreme weather, and a rising sea level up to 9 feet. In international news, the Biden administration announced Monday that it has determined all sides in the brutal conflict of Ethiopia's northern Tigray region committed war crimes and crimes against humanity. The conflict, which ended with a peace deal in November, killed an estimated 500,000 civilians in Tigray alone, according to Gent University researchers. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said all parties involved must be held responsible. And lastly, the SANS Institute, a leading provider of cybersecurity training worldwide, announced that they are offering full scholarships for students and alumni at minority-serving institutions to gain hands-on cybersecurity training and real-world experience, all free of charge with an expansion of the SANS HBCU Plus Academy. The application window has been extended to April 14th, 2023. More information can be found at SANS.org. Now that's it for today's headlines. Roxy, what's going on with them sports?
John Moran and birthday boy John Conchar. Moran's got an alley to the rim. Oh, wow! And the foul. Holy cow. Just said earlier, welcome back, John.
John Morant back on the court for the first time since his 8-game suspension. He came off the bench, checked into the game to a roaring standing ovation. He had a solid 17 points, 5 assists, and 2 steals in the win over the Houston Rockets. But ESPN analyst Jay Williams thinks the NBA got John Morant's 8-game suspension wrong.
I do believe the NBA missed the mark on his suspension. I thought he should have been suspended for the rest of the regular season without pay, and his return should have been subject to successful counseling from the NBA. I think whenever you involve guns and alcohol and all this other stuff, I think there's a high standard that needs to be set in the bar that needs to be set around the league.
I cannot disagree with that. That's a valid point.
Really?
That's a valid point. Now look,
the rest of the season?
I mean, listen, sometimes somebody gotta be,
the rest of the season? He didn't point a gun at somebody.
Man,
he posted a gun on social media.
I'm on both sides of the fence with this, man, because John Morant is one of those guys that, now let's keep in mind, Kay, and I don't want to we can discuss this later, we got more time, but this is the third time that he's been in an incident with a gun. Now, thank God nothing seriously has happened, but this is the third incident. So you gotta take that into consideration. So, we can get into a more deeper conversation about it, because I'm on both sides of the fence, but it is what it is. Gary, what's up there, big y'all?
All right, y'all. Tom Cruise and Will Smith, they're saying that they were once the best friends in the world, but they're saying that it seems that their relationship has soured, honey, over the years. Now, according to sources close to the actors, they're saying Mr. Smith has been trying, y'all, to reconnect with Tom Cruise in hopes of collaborating, y'all, on a new project that would revive his career. But they're saying Tom Cruise has been avoiding, honey, Will Smith like the plague, honey, refusing to even respond to his messages. They're saying, honey, Tom Cruise, the reason why Tom Cruise avoidance seems to be twofold. They say first, honey, he's very wary of any Hollywood friendship and wants to maintain his reclusive lifestyle in the United Kingdom. And second, y'all, they're saying Cruise is concerned that associating with Smith could potentially, y'all, drag him down and harm his reputation. You know what, y'all, stuff like this bothers me.
Yeah.
Cause I don't like that. That's why I'm so leery of people and, the friendship thing. Because as soon as you do one thing wrong, honey, you'll find out who your friends are.
Oh, yeah.
You will find out. Now, they was all friends. We making money together. We doing all this stuff. But one incident, and this is how people turn their back on you. And that's sad to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is very sad to me. I don't like that, honey, because
he's finding out who's really down with him.
Exactly. So my thing is,
if you're going to be down with me when things are good, be down with me when things are bad.
Exactly. So, but people do it, and it just really bothers me. That's why I be like, honey, you just, it's just a sad situation, but It is what it is, though. So now, like they say, you will get your news one day, honey. And I guess now Will Smith got his, baby. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is plum perfect. On the high end, you say plum perfect, and on the low end, you say beautiful, dark purplish brown. That's your color for today. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, Omarion says he's responsible for Lil Fizz being on Love and Hip Hop. Wait till I tell you what he said up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Indeed it is. 29 minutes before the top of the hour. Brad got the hot spot. What's happening?
What up, Rock T? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Omarion says that he is responsible for his estranged B2K group member Lil Fizz for being on Love and Hip Hop. During the snippet of his 5-part docuseries Omega, The Gift and the Curse, Omarion explained, Mona Scott and her team asked, they said, do you have any other friends or people that you know that we could interview and see? Because they're about to roll out a connection and interweaving people into storylines, etc. He continued, I offered up Fizz. He was living with his mom at the time, and I think he was in between places. It was an opportunity, and I'm not one to hold an opportunity from people, he added. But I never thought that it would turn out the way that it did. Yeah, it turned out a little messed up because then Fizz ended up getting with his baby mama, and then, it just turned out all bad. And also Fizz wasn't in the group no more, and it turned out really, really bad. I think we all know kind of like what happened, but that was really nice of Omarion, and unfortunately that negative outcome happened. Sometimes that's what happens when you try to help people.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we all go through it. All right. Meanwhile, y'all, Sydney Leday is the woman who was caught in the shooting where we fatally lost our little brother Takeoff. She's revealed that she owes $200,000 in medical bills. She told the Shade Room that she was able to raise close to $15,000 from her GoFundMe page. She said she was ready to leave the event when she saw somebody pull out a weapon, and as she approached the escalator, gunfire erupted. She said everything happened within a few seconds, and after falling to the ground, Leday said she felt a sting in her head. She said she didn't realize what had happened to her, and she then removed her wig and her wig cap and noticed that she was bleeding from the back of her head. Now, on the way to the hospital, she unfortunately had a seizure. While hospitalized, though, Leday was intubated and in a coma for days. Following the shooting, Leday shared that she had been experiencing intense pain and constant nausea. Now, reportedly, the person responsible for Leday's bullet that hit her has not been detained yet. Leday later said that I would just say that it was a senseless act that wasn't needed, and it impacted people in a big way, not just Takeoff, not just me. People that were there were also traumatized, I'm sure. Oh my goodness, that is so sad. So if y'all find it in your hearts, I guess, to go to her GoFundMe page. She's got $200,000 in medical bills. And I mean, just for being somewhere.
Exactly.
And got shot in the head. In the head.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you don't know. I mean, how do you not know? Till you take your wig off. I guess maybe you're in shock and stuff.
Yeah, and just adrenaline from the
running
situation and all that going on. Yeah.
Lord have mercy, that is a lot. Okay, well, we're going to wrap up the hot spot. Oh, let me tell you this real quick about Dennis Rodman, because he said that Travis Scott is copying the backward Nike sign that he had introduced with the Nike Air Darwin. According to TMZ, he said, Travis Scott has copied my shoe. I was the first guy to do mine backward, and I was playing with the Chicago Bulls. Come on, Travis, give me some credit. You copy my stuff. He said, this ain't new, but either way, congratulations. The former All-Star power forward asserted the Nike Darwin was debuted in 1994, Travis.
Which is true.
Which is true. And I mean, come on, I guess.
Yeah, we ain't getting credit no more.
You don't get credit these days no more, right? Ain't that
You better get it on paper.
My goodness, right?
You better get it on paper if you invent something or come up with something or whatever.
Yeah, maybe Nike never gave it to Rodman, that he invented it, Yeah. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note, but coming up next, we got Special K with the news you absolutely positively cannot use. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Something about that Special K, man. 11 minutes before the top of the hour. It is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. What's up there, Big Dog?
Well, in the news this week, we've been talking about TJ Holmes. We've been talking about...
You're loud.
Oh, we're loud again?
No, you all loud. It's funny. Ours was low.
Now. Okay.
Yeah, okay. You remixed yours, though.
Well, we're just gonna roll with it.
Let's go.
So in the news this week, we've been talking about men that's been having these issues with being faithful and cheating and all this kind of stuff. It's disgusting behavior. Wow, Rock T, I did some research, had my staff look into some things.
You go with that staff.
Yeah, staff.
I never met your staff, sir.
Well, they're there. They just don't show up a lot.
All one of them.
And we came up with some shocking data that shows these societal and psychological reasons behind why men cheat. These triggers, they call them, that lead men to cheat. So I'm just going to go through a list of some of these triggers that can make men be unfaithful. Super Dave, let's give me some appropriate music here. All right, so here's some of the reasons. It's partly cloudy outside. It's partly sunny outside. It's raining outside. The temperature's above 70 degrees. The temperature's below 65 degrees. His dog ran away. His dog came back home. There was road construction on the way home from work. His car insurance lapsed. His tax refund arrived. Credit score dropped. He just got a fresh haircut. He needs to get a fresh haircut, but his barber took the day off. Gas prices went up. Gas prices went down. His Amazon package was damaged. His Amazon package didn't arrive. The yard man didn't edge the yard properly. The yard man edged the yard too good. The Kansas City Chiefs won. The Los Angeles Rams lost. The Republicans took over Congress. He got some new Jordans. He went to get some new Jordans, but the new Jordans were already sold out. The tire on his car blew out. The stock market went up. Mortgage rates went down. These are reasons and triggers that lead men to be unfaithful. What? This is a scientific study done by a group out of Switzerland that came back and showed the reasons why American men are more likely to be unfaithful.
Because their yard was edged wrong?
These are all triggers. These are triggers. See, a trigger is an event or a situation that happens that may lead you to go down a particular path. And these are things that happen that can make a man stray and be unfaithful. The TV remote is missing. He lost 20 pounds. He gained 15 pounds. The Wi-Fi is out. He got a promotion at his job. He got laid off from his job. It's Dr. King's birthday. He's a Capricorn. He's an Aries. He's a Pisces. He's a Virgo. He's a Taurus. He's a Gemini.
Stupid.
He's a Sagittarius.
Wait a minute. Well, you just didn't notice I say it all the time. The zodiac signs here.
He's a Libra.
Everything. Oh.
Say, man.
So which one of them you use?
Oh, I've never cheated, so that doesn't apply to me.
Oh, okay.
If you have any more triggers, hit me at Special K913 on IG. How about that?
There it is. Gary, you got your tea coming up next, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why men cheat too. Coming up next.
More Rickey Smiley.
This is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hold it.
He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary.
I wanna hip you to the teeth.
It's Gary, baby.
Gary, baby. 7 minutes after the top of the hour, Gary got that tea for us all, man. What's happening, man?
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Black Twitter is at it again, baby. And they are living, honey. Now, it's being reported, y'all, that Black Twitter criticized, y'all, retired NFL star, Mr. Shannon Sharp, y'all. And I love Shannon Sharp, and I love his show, and I love him as a person. But they're saying, baby, his hand placement on Candy Burris' butt the other day when she was on his show, Shay Shay, a lot of people saying that was very disrespectful. And, honey, they're saying his hand was entirely too low on her butt. Now, they're saying after the interview, Mr. Sharp 54, y'all, and Candy 46 posed for a photograph, and the viewers complained, y'all, that Shannon's hand was too low on her butt. They said Candy looked uncomfortable and awkward, y'all, as she tugged on her hair, baby, and attempted, y'all, to subtly, y'all, push Shannon's hand away, honey. And they're saying Candy was probably uncomfortable because, they're saying, her husband, honey, that woman's husband, probably started like, wait a minute. Yeah. But I saw the picture then.
But where is his big ass handsome supposed to go. He got a big hand. Then he spread it open.
Yeah.
Like, he got a big hand. Michelle should have been up higher on her waist. Or should just put it around her shoulder.
Yeah, he should have put it around her shoulder because honestly, Candy's so damn fine. Lord Jesus. if I'm standing there, hey, that hand got a mind of its own.
Because that hand looked like it pulled her in towards him a little bit.
Hey, that hand said the mind saying no, but the body saying I got this. I just got to touch.
Well, baby, a lot of people are upset about that. I mean, so Rod T and especially y'all both married. Would y'all want a man's big old hand on y'all wife's butt?
It wasn't on the butt.
It was more on the hip. It was on the upper hip.
It's because his hand's so big.
Yeah.
Like,
he should shrink his hand then, honey. So,
she got a lot of action down in that area too.
He should have just put it around her shoulder.
Yeah, well, people are upset. Black Twitter is livid, honey. And they're saying, honey, that Shannon, honey, needs to send out an apology and apologize to Todd and everybody else, honey, for doing that.
No,
so
he just need to let it. He just need to act like, hey.
Disrespectful, though.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. It just really hurt my spirit because I like Todd and I like Candy, but I mean, I feel bad for Todd. I mean, you got to turn on the press and everything. This man handled like it's on your wife's butt.
Don't feel bad for Todd. Todd is all good with Candy. They have a great relationship. He ain't worried about that.
They cool.
It's other people that's so worried about it causing up a stir. Like him and Candy, good.
Well, good then. Well, honey, Shannon, I mean, just do what you need to do, honey.
Just don't take no other pictures with women like that are married because you see it's causing a ruckus. You can't do nothing.
You gotta take a picture. You just gotta keep your hand behind your back like you got on handcuffs.
Like if she have her arm around him, then where's he supposed to put his hand?
He didn't you hug to his side.
When you hugging a woman that's built like that, you just gotta put your hands behind your back like you wearing handcuffs. So that your mind don't subconsciously do something.
That's right.
So
we're gonna follow this story, y'all. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Baby, they're saying Nick Cannon is speaking out, y'all. He said he admits, y'all, that he regrets not having a child, honey, with his ex-girlfriend, Miss Christina Milian.
I bet she don't.
Yeah, okay. They say Nick Cannon, he's the father, honey, of 12 kids, and they say, but he doesn't stop, him from regretting, the ex that he didn't get to procreate with. Now they're saying why his track record suggests that he likes having kids with any woman he's intimate with, they said, but there's one woman, baby, in particular, honey, that, honey, he wish he would have had one with. That was Christina Milian, honey. They say he admitted that, he specifically regrets doing that, having a child with her, but she got some babies now, don't she? Did she have a baby with the Dream? Does she have kids with the Dream or whatever?
Are they still together?
No, they're not together.
No, they ain't been together in ages. But I think she get married to a rancher or something, honey.
I think she did have one with the Dream.
Yeah. But nevertheless, but I mean, is that something? I don't know. Well, do y'all regret not having kids with certain people? I mean, because. And then the person putting it out there
we ain't out here trying to have kids with everybody.
He got 12, so he should just be happy with the ones he has.
Yeah, exactly. Hell, and take care of them, honey.
I'm sure she don't regret it. I'm sure she happy that she did not have
trying to be
kids.
part of that tribe.
Okay.
Cannon kids.
Yes, Lord. So, I mean, it's interesting, but I mean, hey, they look like they would have been happy together because she's part of, I mean, she look like all other women. He got a type. And she looked just like one of those types, honey. So, regardless if you had one or not, honey, it is what it is. So, and then my final story, now, Roger, you kind of spoke about it this morning, Mr. Ja Morant, yeah. Now, they're saying he's speaking out. He said, first of all, honey, he don't have an alcohol problem. He responded to rumors, that he was had a drinking problem amid his 8-game suspension. And he said, no, I don't have no problem, honey. He said he don't drink. He said, I don't have an alcohol problem. He said, I've never had an alcohol problem, and I went there for counseling to learn how to manage stress and cope with stress in a positive way instead, honey, of ways I've tried to deal with it because he said, he makes mistakes.
Yeah, it was an honest mistake, man. I believe him. I think they're trying to change the narrative a little bit. Maybe he had a beer or two when that situation happened, when he showed that gun on his IG or whatever, but I don't think he's an alcoholic.
Well, my thing is this, honey. He's a millionaire. Do they not have a class for millionaires or future millionaires to tell them how to act?
He's a young guy with a pocket full of money and access to everything, and I think he's just maybe adjusting to all of that and going through, because we was all young and we all did dumb things when we was young, questionable things.
Well, maybe questionable, but not dumb things, honey.
Yeah, but we didn't have the $200 million contract either when we was 21.
And that's the
22.
problem. My dad and probably never even worked to make a good $100,000, and he didn't make it millions and acting a damn fool.
There ain't no excuse, Gary. He made a mistake. He was wrong for it. He admitted it, and that's why he's getting some help.
Does he have parents?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
His dad is in his life. His dad is kind of his best friend, but his dad needs to be his dad first.
Exactly.
So he might need to get some work done on himself too.
Yeah, well, as long as that money coming in, they're gonna do the same thing. Dumb.
Go to therapy.
Go to something, honey. All right, the Kahlua today, honey, is one of my favorite Kahluas. My Kahlua today, y'all, is plum perfect. On the high end, you say plum perfect, and on the low end, you say beautiful dark purplish brown. That's your Kahlua for today.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the two. We got your wake up calls. Wake up calls coming up next, man. So hit us up 8669-RICKEY 8669-RICKEY. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Got your wake up calls. Get at me 8669-RICKEY. Let's go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. You woke you up this morning, slid you in your house, you so would be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. Cause the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and just wake up.
I would like to give a wake-up call to Isabella and Heaven from Clarksville, Tennessee. Wake up, wake up, wake up. This is Charlene Battle calling from Spring Hope, North Carolina. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right, this is Julius Mudbone from Louisville, Kentucky saying good morning and wake up, Deanna, and my wife, Carolyn. Yeah, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, this is Janae from Durham, North Carolina, Bull City. I want to wake up my bank account this morning.
Yes, this is Rick from Goldsboro. I'm waking myself up because I'm sleepy. Wake up.
Good morning, this is King Jaffe Joffa, the ruler of the Munda. I want to wake up all Americans this morning. Wake up from Birmingham to New Orleans. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
When you at Richmond, wake up. And Little Rock, wake up. Come on. Tulsa, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Flint, wake up. In Toledo, wake up. Look at them horns, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right, y'all, the same as being brought to you by.
Be ready for game day with Pepto-Bismol. Pepto provides fast 5 symptom relief for upset stomachs. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hello, yes ma'am. Good morning. I need to speak out, Rebecca. I call on the behalf of your storage, the storage facility that you have, where you're keeping the storage in Atlanta, where you were missing the payments. And right now, ma'am, we have everything already straightened out. But the auction has already been done. But it is my job to let you know whether the remaining unsold items were taken to. And I just need to give you that address. So that
I have not missed the payment.
That's ma'am, but I'm with Sackleton Corporation, ma'am. It is just my job to tell the people who do not make the payments to let them know where their stuff, where the unsold stuff is going.
Oh, God.
That's ma'am. Why did you not pay your money on time? You should have paid your money, and they wouldn't have sold your stuff out of the storage. Because
I have paid. That's what I'm.
Ma'am, you're apparently not. Apparently not, because they have already auctioned the shit, and it is already gone, and it is your fault because you're American black women. You're not good about making your payments. The remaining of your stuff.
Wait. Did you just curse at me?
Well, ma'am, I get very frustrated sometimes because people
I don't give a good how frustrated you are. You don't call me and curse at me when I paid something.
Ma'am,
First of all, when you get your together, then you can call me back.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
The person you called is no longer on.
Who is this?
Rebecca, I apologize. I apologize. I'm very rude, ma'am. But I have to give you the address, ma'am.
Who is this? That's all I want to know.
I apologize.
Because if I call you all and they tell me that my stuff is still up there, your ass is going to be in trouble. Because I have your phone number and I will sit up here and report your ass for harassment. Don't call me no fucking more.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Chicken and waffle mix coming up, but y'all lying on the ones and twos. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Who is this?
Hey, Rick, this your boy. Hey, Rick, man, hey, Saturday, I know I be calling in with excuses. I don't really got no excuse this morning. I just want to ask you, can I just please not come in because I'm tired? I'm really tired, Saturday. I've been up all night. I didn't need
Hold on, let me get this right. So you don't have no excuse.
No, I ain't got no excuse. I just need a day off because I'm just tired because I've been up all night. We done hit another lick and I've been up all night Saturday and I'm trying to get all the merchandise to go. And I just really need a day off. Please. I'm just asking, please. Can I do that? Because I'm trying to get all these boxes.
What kind of lick y'all hit last night?
I'm trying to get these boxes together right now. I'm trying to get all these packages together.
What boxes?
I'm just moving stuff around. Huh?
What boxes? What lick y'all hit last night?
Got another truck. Got another truck.
What kind of truck?
Fruit balloon.
Fruit balloon.
Fruit balloon draw. Yup.
See, I got a whole
draws truck, sir.
What you got, dog?
Draws and t-shirt, and white beetle.
Got the tiny whiteys or what you got?
Hey, bro, let me get a couple of them white beetles.
It's about 60 boxes of tidy whiteys. It's let me see how many it's some white beetles and there's some regular t-shirt.
And let me get some of them large.
Okay, now that's the only thing. Ain't no large. They all small and medium. Yeah, they all small and medium. But you know, if you put on a medium white beater, boy, you gonna look swollen here, boy. You gonna look like Michael B. Jordan and what's his name? What that movie name is?
Creed.
You gonna look just like him, boy. You gonna look swole up, boy. You put on this small white beater, boy. Your blood pressure's gonna be high, but I'm telling you, y'all
don't have no box of briefs.
Hold on. Put all them boxes put them boxes to the front so when we get over there to the spot we go. Hold on, I'm telling my workers. Hey, look, put all the boxes, all the drawers in the front and all the white beaters on behind the drawer.
Hey, you ain't got no box of briefs.
Yeah, we got boxer briefs, we got the regular boxer, and we got tidy white. Mostly tidy whiteys though, so I ain't gonna lie to you. Mostly tidy whiteys. So if you know some real little skinny dudes that want them tidy whitey, boy, and we got V-neck t-shirt, round neck t-shirt. They all small and medium. So if you know some little ass people,
hey, you lying? You laughing, man?
Hold it. Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, it's 4 minutes after the hour. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. It's a very sad day in the world. It's being reported, y'all, that beautiful socialite Lori Harvey and actor Damson Idris, y'all, which were the it couple, y'all, back in Hollywood a few months ago. It's being reported, y'all, that they're saying that they're no longer a couple, y'all. They're saying Nunu is no longer. Well, they're saying, honey. Now, some people said that, they were dating, honey, and they said it was great, but, they no longer just been around each other. Now, they're saying that there's no beef, no cheating, nothing like that. They're saying that they just, honey, doing their own thing right now, the friend added. And they're also saying that it's confirmed that Damson, y'all, attended the Los Angeles premiere of the new Netflix show Swarm last week, and they say Lori was not with him. They say he also attended the NAACP Image Awards solo 2 weeks ago prior to that. And people saying, the last time that the couple was seen out publicly was about a month ago, y'all, at the Snowfall premiere. They say where they were on the red carpet together, but they say right now they are allegedly no longer together. And some people said, probably because, if I'm not mistaken, Damson is in that movie Swarm, and Chloe Bailey is that movie. And Ricky, I don't know if y'all seen that sex scene, honey. They say, honey,
no.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It was too much.
Wait a minute, Chloe?
Yeah, not Khloe Kardashian, Chloe Bailey. Them girls that the two sisters that Beyonce produced and brought them out. She did a scene with him, and it was not a good look. I feel bad for Lori, honey, because if art imitating life, honey, that's just not a good look.
So you said the sex scene was just too much?
Ricky, it was too much. She like, because she's her star status is like, she got kind of a clean image, don't she?
Right? Yeah.
She kind of like,
And honey, that sex scene with
it was a lot.
And you know how them Hollywood people do, honey? They move around quick, honey. So the way that was,
Gary, don't do that.
Well, I feel sorry for Lori, so she might get back.
It had to be something else. She knows he's an actor, and he's gonna have sex scenes.
Yeah, but honey, what's his name? dog, hell, I can't think of their name. But anyway, they knew they were actors and actresses too, and honey, and they wound up separating. So when you do those things like that, that's not a good look, honey.
It's a start. It leads to other stuff.
Thank you. It leads to
and then they be doing it too good. And it feel real, and you sitting up there, you her boyfriend, you trying to watch it at the movies and stuff, and you start feeling bad and stuff.
You that's their job, Ricky. Come on now.
Yeah, but you don't do all that with me at the house.
That's right.
Oh Lord.
That's
why
right.
you so passionate? Why you look at him? Why you looking him in his eye?
Oh Lord.
Rubbing the side of his face.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah. How at the end of the scene, the back of your hair match now. Your French roll don't do all that.
That's right. No, that's right, honey. So I feel bad, but people gotta do what they gotta do, y'all. So honey,
get up and storm out the theater and throw the popcorn.
Exactly. So, and like I said, art definitely imitates life, honey. And
then you get home, do to me what you did to him up on the movie screen.
Oh Lord, that's so petty, Lord.
Head boy.
Nah. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, they said last year was announced, y'all, that Brandy is going to be reprising her role as Cinderella, y'all.
Yes.
In the Descendants movie, y'all. They're saying that Disney, shared the first look, and Brandy looks amazing, honey. I'm glad. I wonder if Dinah Ross gonna come back and play her mom, because what was Dinah Ross her mom?
No, that was Whitney Houston.
Oh, that was Whitney? Yeah, but honey, Miss Brandy is doing things, so people are excited about it. And while she's doing things, they're saying that Diddy is heading back to reality TV. They're saying Diddy is definitely headed back to reality TV, but they say this time he's promoting his kids, y'all, instead of trying to find new talent. So he's gonna do his kids with the show. Now they're saying Sean Diddy Combs seems to be following the Kardashians, honey, to Hulu. They say they hear that the entertainment mogul is working with Hulu, y'all, on a reality series that will feature him and his children, tentatively titled Diddy Plus 7. Now they're saying it's going to profile the entire family. They're going to have businesses, even the kids, y'all, and they say it's going to feature everyone in people excited about it. They said that Diddy and his kids have already been spotted filming the show in locations such as Los Angeles and Miami, y'all. So I guess congratulations to him, huh? That sounds familiar. But anyway, congratulations to Diddy and his family. So everybody gonna be working.
Cool.
Yeah, so
you always have good reality shows or whatever. There's always some drama and stuff. So that should be pretty good.
Yeah, because I don't even remember any of his shows. What shows he had?
Yeah, when he had the shows with the interns, Brad. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
And to walk to get the cheesecake.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, congratulations to him and his family. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Plum Perfect. On the high end, you say Plum Perfect, and on the low end, you just say beautiful purplish brown. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 24 after the hour, y'all. Today is the first full day of Ramadan, similar to Lent, which is observed by many Catholics. Now, Ramadan is a season of fasting and prayer for Muslims. While you may not celebrate this holiday, for the next 30 days, over 1.6 billion people will be trying to stay on the straight and narrow. So for today's What's Trending, regardless of your religious background, hit us up and tell us what or who tempts you the most when you are just trying to do right. All right, think about that for a second. Hit us up at 866-9-RICKEY. Brett.
Well, Ricky, since you mentioned Ramadan, here are a few facts that people who may not be familiar, for people who may not be familiar. More than 1.6 billion people celebrate Ramadan. That's over 22% of the world population. Also, Ramadan began last night for most people and will end 30 days from now. And during the month, Muslims do not eat or drink anything from sunup to sundown. The dates of Ramadan change each year because Muslims go by the lunar calendar, and sometimes Ramadan doesn't always fall in the same month every year.
Yep, and a few more other interesting facts about this is children do not have to fast until they hit puberty. And it's not just about fasting. Muslims also use this time to focus on charity and community service. Many Muslims try to read the entire Quran during Ramadan. Can you imagine trying to read the entire Bible over the next 30 days? Sexual relations, smoking, and anything indecent or excessive are also prohibited during the entire month. Ramadan, Lent, Passover, all of this is really about fighting temptation. So you mean to tell me I'm supposed to be kind and charitable with no food, no water, no cussing, no sex for 30 days? You know it's going to be hard for a lot of people.
Well, I'm going to hell.
I mean, just being honest, dog.
Yeah. I just don't keep it real.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
I'll be right there beside you.
You get none of your vices. You give up everything.
She bow-legged and she's sitting up at the bar at Applebee's. Crazy.
Yeah, dog.
Come on now.
Sexual relations is considered indecent during this time.
Something like that. She got that good walk-by air. She got some nice perfume. Boy, look at her.
The relations part, does that even go for married couples, I wonder?
That's a good question.
No, I don't think you can hit nothing.
Even if you married?
Nothing. You can't hit nothing.
But married ain't considered hitting. That's
don't matter. You still can't.
Yes, it is. If you married to the right one, you hitting.
I'm saying that's considered like, part of your contract.
No, bro, not if you married to the right one. Yeah, if you married to Shirley, that ain't hidden. If you married to Mika, you smashing with the wedding ring on.
That's tough.
And we going to hell because you're not gonna lay up. Hey, anyway, so if y'all was observing Ramadan, what do you think would be the most tempted to do, say, go, or eat? Who in your life would make it difficult for you?
Ooh.
So I'm telling you right now, one of my, Brad, what's one of your biggest temptations?
Oh, smoking a good old blunt.
Yeah,
and the people around me would tip me because they smell like it, and my goodness, you just want to roll them up. Let me just smell your jacket.
Rock T.
Man, you already know sweets.
Yeah, them damn Skittles.
Dog, I had a bag last night.
Doing the morning show with a bag of 5 o'clock in the morning with a bag of Skittles open.
Skittles and them doggone Jolly Ranchers, man.
Ooh,
what is it with you and these Jolly Ranchers for 15 years? You ain't got tired of them yet.
No, man, especially when you got them flavors that you can't get at the general store, like the peach flavor.
You ain't moved on to like the little gummy worms, the Sour Patch.
I mean, they alright. No. They ain't nothing like that old school Jolly Ranchers, Now Laters, and
that's right.
All your teeth, ain't none of your teeth rotten. You brush your teeth every 5 minutes.
You gotta brush the teeth, dog, when you eat a lot and drink a lot of water.
You must brush every 5 minutes. You eat candy for breakfast. Everybody else drinking coffee or whatever. You got a bowl of Skittles with some milk in it. It's definitely wrong with you, sir.
Oh, Lord.
I'm texting Crystal right now as we speak. We gotta get you in Ramadan. Gary, what is your biggest temptation?
Going to the mall, shopping. I mean, 'cause I live for that.
That's why you ain't got no money. That's why that's why you bug somebody to death about that little funky $300. How much?
Well, you still ain't paying
right? That's funky now, right?
I gave you I think I gave you.
Yeah, you don't owe me nothing. Wait up.
Yeah,
you might owe me. I don't know, 'cause you ain't gave it to me in my hand, so you didn't give it to me.
Gary, you need to check your bank card. I cashed up your money back. Now, don't sit up on national radio show. I'll be flexing on me over the little, and that little Gucci belt you got, it ain't real anyway.
Wait a damn minute. Oh, no, honey, I got it from Gucci.
Oh, you didn't get that out the Gucci store?
Yes, I did.
Yes, we held it up to the light.
They sold it to me with the shoes.
You held it up to the light.
Did y'all steal it? Special K, what is this?
I mean, it was a discount.
Oh man, I'm trying.
Hey,
he got real quiet.
Now he don't boost no more, but he knows some boosters or whatever. So if you need some, y'all need to holler at Gary. Special K, what is your biggest temptation?
Man, I'm trying to eat right and trying to get my weight together and love that chicken from Popeyes. That's that Popeyes, man. That Popeyes.
That down
to ride past there and keep going.
That down number 2. That down 2 pieces of chicken, that thigh, that wing, and that down biscuit and them little mashed potatoes.
I get that hot cinnamon pie, and they be like, they 2 for $1 today. They be like, God.
And that damn red soda pop, whatever that is. And then them damn McDonald's, they wrong for them Sprites and that high C orange. And then who got the ice, Brad? Sonic, who got the ice? You need to stop with.
I ain't been eating it lately.
You haven't had no ice? Are you serious? Hold on, stop the music. Stop. Everybody stop. I know you lying.
I'm not lying.
I know you lying.
I'm not lying.
You haven't had no ice?
Been taking prenatals, so it's giving me extra vitamins and stuff, so I don't want ice. I haven't used the ice machine
in a while.
In months.
Are you serious? I ain't never seen you not eat ice the year. 20-something years I've known you.
I know. I take an ice machine everywhere.
We had to buy a house. We found a hospital that closed down, and we went to the hospital cafeteria and bought the ice machine. Yeah. They gave it to us for like $270. We bought a whole ice machine and had it installed where you can have the frosty ice that you like. And you don't eat ice? What are we supposed to do with the ice machine?
I didn't know you did that. I'm gonna have to start eating it again. I'm sure after the baby come, I'm gonna want it again.
Yeah, because she haven't had ice in a while.
I know.
It's shocking.
It is shocking.
You don't do coffee either? You don't do coffee?
No, I do coffee. Yes, I still do coffee.
Okay. All right, y'all. 866-9 Ricky. 866-9 Do we have any calls? All right, let's go to the phones. Good morning.
What Tim Smith trying to do right, them girls on TikTok shaking their tail, working this thing.
Coca-Cola, because I think they have crack in it. They put something in them things, but that's my weakness. I'm Catholic, and we don't eat meat on Fridays and holy days, but I don't eat meat, period, during Lent. And, honey, that steak be calling my name. Oh, my God.
My biggest temptation is micromanagement. When that happens to me, I'm tempted to turn their desk over on their head.
A chocolate black man with a connected beard and soft lips.
My biggest temptation is porn. Yeah, I try my hardest not to look at it, but like I be up like 3 o'clock in the morning, and then it's this website called like.
And y'all know what? Those refrigerated zebra cakes.
Oh man, come on.
Yeah. Them Little Debbie refrigerated zebra cakes. Them damn Reese cup thins.
Yes, sir.
They come in the individual packets. Them damn Mountain Dews. I have to have M&M's. It's a lot. It's a lot of the temptation
Them Reese
stuff
cup thins fresh out the refrigerator, dog.
Boy, look at here. You better put all chocolate. If I got a Snicker, I don't care what I got. It's going in that refrigerator. And I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all sleeping on, Brett. That damn Haagen-Dazs ice cream, French almond. Is that what it is? With the little almond in there, they dipped in some chocolate. The almond is dipped in the chocolate, and it's the vanilla French almond Haagen-Dazs. Don't eat that. Don't even try it.
Them things are.
You'll be out here on the street selling your body for it. That's how good it is. And then you can low-key go in Walgreens looking at their freezer because they run out of it in the grocery store. So you go to Walgreens or CVS and look in that freezer and they be in there lined up because people don't, oh, damn, I shouldn't have told y'all that because now it ain't going to be none in there, especially that damn Walgreens.
I'm lactose.
Oh, huh?
I'm lactose.
Oh, yeah. We don't want to give you no ice cream because you and Gary blew it up twice a year.
You know I sure don't mind.
Oh, don't.
Yeah, we know you don't. You bring that little blunt spray in here that you got from the gas station with that they sell the Rhino pills and the honey pack. The little stuff. What is that stuff you spray in the car, Special K?
The blunt powder.
Yeah, the baby powder. Once she smell that, you know that she done let one go. Twice a year, Brett and Gary. Gary is a little bit more toxic than Brett. Brett is powerful. Her is powerful. Come with a lot of power. But Gary is like real toxic. Yeah. And Gary have made 2 people throw up in the studio. Then he did it last month on Dish Nation or whatever. But Brett do it on purpose instead of getting her butt up, walking out of the room. But Gary can't help it because the muscle's gone.
Yeah.
So
he ain't got no filter.
He can't control it.
It's fear, honey.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus.
Twan 360.
All right, y'all, it's about that time for another segment of Fix It Jesus with the one and only Twan 360. What up, Twan?
Ricky, good morning. In today's Fix It Jesus, our Magic 94.5 listener, Kim Jenkins from Dallas, she says she's got a reason, but God did not let none of these things be. She is glad for another day's journey and the fact that she is not on crack. Fix It Jesus.
Thank God Almighty, y'all. It's another day's journey, and I'm so glad. Y'all, last night I went to bed. I said, thank you, God, I'm not on crack. I'm so glad. Because let me tell y'all this. I got a reason. I really could if I wanted to. But I thank God, hallelujah, he don't let none of them things be. It's another day I'm not on crack and I'm so glad. It's another day I'm not on crack and I'm so glad. It's another day I'm not on crack and I'm so glad. Tell me who else is able to stand. It's another day and I'm not on crack. It's another day I'm not on crack and I'm so glad. It's another day I'm not on crack and I'm so glad. Tell me who else is able to stand. Hallelujah.
Fix it, Jesus.
Twan, how can they find this video?
Hit me on my IG at Twan the Don Ricky. I'm just here to report the news. I don't want no smoke with nobody.
Twan 360, y'all. Songs that'll stay in your head all day right here. Hey, the time now, 7 minutes after the hour, y'all. Hey, listen, over 20 years ago, the DC sniper John Allen Muhammad started, his killing spree, and in the end, 10 people were murdered. 3 were wounded, and Muhammad, along with his accomplice, Lee Malvo, were arrested. His intended target, his then wife, Mildred Muhammad.
But what led up to that was when his ex-wife got custody of their 3 children. Now, after years of abuse, after local police in Washington state didn't enforce the restraining order the judge granted, after the folks who knew the couple didn't believe her when she tried to tell them about the abuse, after he kidnapped the kids and took them to Antigua for 18 months, John Muhammad laid it all out for her, told her exactly what his revenge was going to look like someday. He said, "You have become my enemy, and as my enemy, I will kill you." Now, knowing all this, she finally fled with the kids across the country to be near her mom in Maryland, and that's when his killing spree started.
So for Women's History Month, we honor Mildred Muhammad. She's a survivor, a certified consultant with the United States Department of Justice Office for Victims of Crime, and one of the nation's most powerful advocates for the victims and survivors of domestic violence. Welcome to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Y'all, good morning, Mildred Muhammad.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Hey, good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to serve your community.
Yes, ma'am. We are so happy to have you. And for over 20 years, you have dedicated your life to saving people trapped in dangerous relationships. Can you explain for everybody the difference between domestic abuse and domestic violence?
Well, domestic abuse is the 80% that we don't talk about, which is the 1 to 8 seconds. That includes verbal, psychological, stalking, spiritual abuse. The violent part is what we focus on. Because 80% do not have physical scars, 20% do. And because we are a society that is visual, if I don't see your scars, then your scars do not exist. So we put everything under one umbrella when we really should be separating the two, because we're talking about 2 different groups of people, whether they are male or female.
Wow, and oftentimes people blame the abused person for staying. Why do victims stay?
Well, that's actually a victim blaming question, and the reason that is, there are many reasons why victims stay. But when you ask a victim, why do you stay? What you're doing is you're putting the total responsibility of the abuse on the victim. When the victim is being terrorized and is afraid to leave, we should change the narrative from asking the victim, why do you stay, and start asking the abuser, why do you abuse? It is the abuser that terrorizes the family. It is the abuser that is the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And I spell Hyde, H-I-D-E, because the abuser hides in plain sight. And so he or she is well known in the community, loves everybody, everybody loves them, but when they go home, they terrorize their family. The family is afraid to speak out, and then that's when you hear the victim is dead, and the first thing everybody says is, "Oh, I didn't know he or she was like that. I thought, but hiding in plain sight."
Wow. So we're talking to Mildred Muhammad, the ex-wife of DC sniper John Allen Muhammad, and you actually answered the question I was going to ask about that narrative of how that has changed for the victim. So I'm going to move on to the next thing I had, which was, with or without scars, what would you suggest victims do to successfully obtain a restraining order in these situations?
What I have been successful at helping victims do is to get a restraining order. And that's whether you're still in the situation or out of it. Even when you're out of it, as I was, he still came after me. I was his ex-wife for 2 years. I was in hiding, and he still came after me. And innocent people died because of that. It starts in the home. It can go out into the community as it did with me. So if you are a victim of domestic violence or a survivor and you're looking to get a restraining order, go back 3 months. Document, date and time. If there are people in that area with you and they witness it, ask them to write a statement. Take it to the bank or wherever you can to get it notarized, because that will add credibility to the documents that you have together. After 3 months, take it to the police or to your commissioner to get a restraining order, because what you're doing, especially when you don't have scars, is you're demonstrating a pattern of abuse. And once they see the pattern, then they'll see how serious this is, and they will give you a restraining order. Because now they don't have advocates in the court. You have to figure this out on your own. You have to use the right terminology in order to get the restraining order. The more emotions you put in your plea, the less likely you will get a restraining order. Just like Judge Judy said, we just need the facts. We don't want no fluff, no I feel, nothing. Just give me the facts. And when you do that, you will get that restraining order.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for coming on. Is it anything else out there that you need for victims of domestic violence to know? And let everybody know, how can people find you and how can they follow you?
Yes, sir. The main resource that we have right now is the National Domestic Violence Hotline, and that number is 800-799-7233. They are there 24 hours, 7 days a week. They will give you the resources that are located in your area so that you can get the help that you need. You can go to my website, MildredMuhammad.com, and if you need to send me a message, you can go to contact me, and I will respond within 24 hours of receiving your message.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us. Internationally recognized advocate for the victims and survivors of domestic violence. Thank you so much for joining us. Y'all give it up and show your love right now for Mildred Muhammad. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Front page coming up next. Rickey Smiley.
This is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 26 minutes after the hour, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Brett got your front page right here. What up, Brett?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat, and here are your headlines for today. A report from scientists from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change said on Monday that when it comes to climate change, we need to act right now because time is quickly running out. Humanity is on thin ice, and that ice is melting fast, said United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres. Our world needs climate actions on all fronts, everything, everywhere, all at once. The report went on to say if things don't change, we are soon to be at risk of species extinction, irreversible melting sheets of ice, even more extreme weather, and a rising sea level of up to 9 feet. Now, in international news, the Biden administration announced Monday that it has determined all sides in the brutal conflict in Ethiopia's northern Tigray region committed war crimes and crimes against humanity. The conflict, which ended with a peace deal in November, killed an estimated 500,000 civilians in Tigray alone, according to Gent University researchers. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said that all parties involved must be held responsible. And lastly, the SANS Institute, a leading provider of cybersecurity training worldwide, announced that they are offering full scholarships for students and alumni at minority-serving institutions to gain hands-on cybersecurity training and real-world experience, all free of charge, with an expansion of the SANS HBCU Plus Academy. Now, the application window has been extended to April 14th, 2023. More information can be found at SANS.org. That's it for today's headlines. Rati, what's going on in sports?
John Moran and birthday boy John Conchar. Moran's got an alley to the rim. Oh, wow! And the foul! Holy cow! I said earlier, welcome back, John!
John Moran back on the court, getting nasty as if he ain't missed a game for the first time since his 8-game suspension. He came off the bench, checked into the game to a roaring standing ovation. Ja had 17 points, 5 assists, 2 steals in a win over the Houston Rockets. But ESPN analyst Jay Williams thinks the NBA got Ja Morant's 8-game suspension absolutely wrong.
I do believe the NBA missed the mark on his suspension. I thought he should have been suspended for the rest of the regular season without pay, and his return should have been subject to successful counseling from the NBA. I think whenever you involve guns and alcohol and all this other stuff, I think there's a high standard that needs to be set in the bar that needs to be set around the league.
I don't know about suspension for the entire season, but if they would have done that, I wouldn't have disagreed with it. I'm kind of on both sides of the fence because the guns and alcohol, domestic violence, all those different types of topics and subjects, that is you got to take very seriously.
Yeah, right. I agree with you too. It's got to be some real accountability because they're role models to our young people. But we also need to do the same thing with this damn music. Also, anything that influences young people that young people are watching and looking up to, it needs to be censored. And when people can't be respectful, but I mean, hell, you got that going on, but you let some of the people in the hip hop culture, in the music culture, get away with anything, and they do the most. So that's just
who's gonna suspend them?
Oh, nobody. But you notice on white radio stations they don't degrade their women. And they don't refer to each other as B's and H's and guns and stuff on white pop stations. Just listen.
That's a music industry thing as a whole. I mean, I think there's an agenda, behind all that.
Absolutely, because all of that stuff go on in the black community on the black radio stations or whatever, do and say anything, but you don't hear that kind of stuff on the pop stations. And that's real. And we've been saying that for years. We don't have no control over the music. They have to play what's popular to become number one, to sell advertising. I'm sure they're not comfortable with us talking about it now. But, if we're going to punish the NBA players and the NFL players, we need to hold some people in the music industry under the same standards, and they need to have accountability also. That's just the way I feel. They glorifying pills. They glorifying everything that's wrong is right now, and everything that's right is wrong. You understand? And now
you can talk about killing other black men with no consequence.
None.
In our music. But you can't talk about killing, that's a whole bigger conversation.
You murder somebody, you get more time for a white or blue collar crime, than you would for murdering somebody. And I'm just being honest. I'm just looking at stuff and it's just crazy. So that's a whole nother topic, a whole nother day. Sorry about that, Rock.
Now you good, man. We got to continue the conversation, man. It is what it is. That's my quick sports report, man. Y'all can follow me on social media at Rock T Holla. Let's continue to chat. Brad got the hot spot.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all. It's about that time. The hot spot is being brought to you by.
Celebrate Women's History Month through conversations and stories on the Urban One Podcast Network. To listen, go to Apple Podcasts or urbanonepodcast.com. What's up, Brat?
What up, Rock T? Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. So Ari Lennox, the soulful R&B singer and songwriter, is manifesting her dreams by auditioning for the coveted role of Tiana in the upcoming live-action remake of the Disney's Princess and the Frog. Ari's bold move comes amid whispers and rumors that Disney is considering a live-action version of the beloved animated classic. Now, as a self-proclaimed fan of the original movie, the Shea Butter Baby, singer threw her hat into the ring for a chance to audition for the role of Tiana. She recently took to Twitter, urging Disney to give her the opportunity to showcase her talent in person. The 31-year-old singer shared a video of herself covering Almost There, the song originally performed by Tiana, actress Anika Noni Rose to prove that she has the vocal range and charisma to bring this character to life. Now, Disney has taken on the challenge of updating its classic movie collection to appeal to a fresh audience. They've given a new look to their popular titles such as The Lion King, Cinderella, Mulan, Beauty and the Beast, and other favorites. Furthermore, the much-awaited release of The Little Mermaid featuring renowned singer Halle Bailey is just around the corner. So as Ari continues to manifest her dreams and showcase her talent, we can't help but root for her, y'all, and hope that Disney will notice her audition tape and give her a chance to bring Tiana to life as well in the upcoming live-action remake of The Princess and the Frog. So we rooting for you, girl. We hope you get it. And last but not least, congratulations to the legendary singer Gladys Knight for receiving the Medal of Honor at the White House on Tuesday. The National Medal of the Arts is the highest American award given to artists. During the ceremony, President Biden said, "Gladys, as I said before, you are truly one of the best things to ever happen in terms of music. I'm a fan." Adding that we are a nation, a great nation, in large part because of the power in arts and humanities that's stamped into the DNA of America. So the award was given to 12 artist groups, including Bruce Springsteen, actress Mindy Kaling, designer Vera Wang, Dr. Janetta Besh Cole for the first, she's the first female African-American president of Spelman College. She also received the historic honor. So congratulations to them. All right, y'all, we're gonna wrap up the hot spot on that part.
You didn't name the other two.
Who?
These
no.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.